It is an opportunity for me.
As Nigerians get ready for a massive nationwide protest on August 1st, Kwankwaso, the NNPP leader, is the latest politician to try to talk Nigerians out of the protest. Writing on his verified X handle, he said, quote, "If any government fails to provide the necessary leadership for better Nigeria, we will have opportunity as citizens to elect the people who can bring the required change using our votes. In these trying times, our nation stands at a crossroad. Our collective frustration with bad governance has reached a boiling point, and the urge to protest is strong. As an elder and patriotic Nigerian, I share your concerns and your desire for change. However, I urge you to consider the consequences of national protests and to channel your energy into a more effective and peaceful means of transformation through the power of your ballot." Unquote. Well, this is not a surprise. Kwankwaso was recently interrogated by the EFCC. They didn't charge him to court. It's not clear if the matter is still open or closed, but Tinubu could just use this as a leverage. He was one of the politicians that visited Tinubu when he came to power. So definitely he wouldn't do something that would make Tinubu to use his leverage over him. And despite acknowledging the failures of the current administration in the first part of his address, he still advises Nigerians to continue giving the government time to solve the problems, or rather wait till 2027 in order to change the government. Who said Nigerians didn't already do that? Nigerians trooped in their massive numbers in 2023 presidential election to do the change. At the end of the day, their votes didn't count. Tinubu didn't win, he bought his way to power. Even if we go by the official announced results by INEC, the fabricated fake results, he still didn't win up to 40% of the votes. That means 60% of the voting population didn't vote for him. Think of it for a moment. He doesn't have a popular mandate, and one would expect that someone who doesn't have a popular mandate would humble himself and endear himself to the people, so the people can change their mind about him. That's how it's supposed to be. But all Nigerians got was throwing all failed policies at them, plunging them into massive poverty and hunger. Right now, Nigerians are suffering. This kind of suffering they are going through, they've never experienced it in their lives. It's as if he's on a vendetta to punish Nigerians for not giving him a popular mandate. Yes, there's no other way to explain it. Why all the wickedness? Why will someone feel that palliatives will solve the problems Nigerians are going through right now? It's not sustainable. Since 1960, they've been telling Nigerians to have patience with government. Every administration that comes, when Nigerians complain, they tell them to give them some time. Another administration comes, the same thing again. They continue waiting until they have been pushed beyond their limit. Now, the current administration started from day one punishing Nigerians for no just cause. Nigerians complained they were told to give the administration more time. One man even said that he doesn't criticize any administration until after 1 year. 1 year has passed, he's nowhere to be found, he suddenly lost his voice. Now Nigerians have said, no, we are determined to embark on the protest, we must embark on this protest, it is our right, it is our constitutionally guaranteed right in a democracy to protest. So they should allow Nigerians to protest. After all, Kwankwaso and his party didn't wait till the next election before protesting the judgment of the appeal court that handed their mandate to APC. Yes, and that protest yielded serious results for them. Otherwise, the Supreme Court would have handed that mandate to the APC. So they used that protest to regain their already lost mandate. If they didn't protest, it would have been lost completely. The Supreme Court would have handed it over to another party. So why is he now trying to talk Nigerians out of using protest to regain what they lost under this administration?
A protest will not solve this problem. The protest will compound this problem, and all the participants has agreed with that. That is not a solution. And you have heard everybody has confirmed that he will do his best to ensure that this protest do not happen. Repent and ask for forgiveness from Allah. I'm sure once this is the first step we can deal with this problem. Each and every one of us do a self-assessment of himself. What is he doing that is wrong between himself and his God? What is he doing which is wrong between him and the people he is ruling? What is even he is doing which is wrong between himself and his own family in the home? So let's evaluate all this and look at them and then start to think and get a remedy for all these problems. Those between you and your family, try to see how you can remedy it. Between you and those that you are leading, try to see how you can remedy it and be fair and just to them.
Jigawa State Governor blaming Nigerians for the hardship and hunger that politicians brought on them, telling them to pray to God to solve their problems. Why should someone be saying this in 2024? Even in Saudi Arabia, the strictest of Muslim countries, they will never tell this to their citizens. They won't dare that. They try to deliver good governance, no matter how small. But here, they always thrive on deception, propaganda, and at the end of the day, their people are worse off. Well, hopefully, no one will listen to them. They will troop out en masse and demand for their rights and demand for good governance. At least, let it be on record that Nigerians try to demand from their leaders. No one knows what they are planning. No one knows because a lot of threats coming out from the government, from the army, police, everywhere. They are threatening people as if this protest is something different. After all, when they protested in 2012 and 2014, all the years APC protested when they were in opposition, no one threatened them this way. Why all of a sudden are they threatening Nigerians not to come out and protest? They are working overtime trying to stop this protest instead of using that energy to address the problems. You see, many wealthy politicians can never understand the suffering of the poor masses. You need to be earning in millions not to feel the massive food inflation in Nigeria. 100,000 naira is virtually worthless. It can only buy one bag of rice. So think of it for a moment. Anyone that is earning in thousands, maybe you go for a job, a workman, an artisan, he's paid 8,000, 5,000 naira for the job he did. That money will not be able to take him home. Even if he succeeds in getting home with that money, he wouldn't see a change to get to work tomorrow. This is the problem. The job is not even available. So many people are disillusioned. They've been pushed to the wall. They've exhausted their limit of patience. So instead of these politicians, imams, religious leaders, traditional rulers trying to convince Nigerians to stop the protest, they should direct that energy to Tinubu. Tell him to reduce the price of petrol. Tell him to unfloat the naira. Fix the exchange rate to what it was when he came to power. That will definitely bring down the inflation in an instant. Yes, transportation costs will plummet. Price of many goods will just fall in an instant. He shouldn't have put the cart before the horse. Now he's talking about CNG, building CNG stations, subsidizing for transport workers and all that. These are the things, this is the foundation he should have laid before increasing the petrol price. Yes, he didn't remove any subsidy, he just increased the petrol price because he's still paying for subsidy till today. A man mobilizing people in Kano, telling them to come out and protest.
Ku fito zanga-zanga, maza da mata, manya da yara, tsofaffi, ku fito zanga-zanga, dama ta same ku. Ku fito zanga-zanga, ku fito zanga-zanga, ina waɗanda aka yi kidnapping ɗin 'yan uwansu. Yau dama ta same ku. Ku fito zanga-zanga domin kawar da mugayen azzaluman shugabanni. Ku fito zanga-zanga, ku fito zanga-zanga. Ku fito zanga-zanga